It's raining.
Is it going?
Yes.
It's gonna be me every time.
Wait, I have to burp though.
What is under that bucket lid? Why do people keep looking in there?
The bucket?
Yeah.
Oh, it's wet wipes to wipe off the...
People just keep lifting the whole top off.
Yeah, because they don't... Oop.
Well, sounds working.
So the bucket, it's because, see that little red thing right there?
Yeah. So it
The
comes
wipes,
up through there.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That makes sense.
But
Okay.
since...
Because I've seen multiple people walk over, pick up the top, and
Yeah.
look in, and then put it back down and walk away.
Probably because it's empty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I would probably do the same thing. And it's even more nerve-wracking because you can obviously see people are here. So when you walk by it, I because I've done that, and I get nervous because I'm like, don't make eye contact with the with the people.
Well,
in the room.
meanwhile, I'm hard staring at everyone.
I know, we're like, there's nothing in there.
You're gonna look dumb, don't do it.
Surprise, surprise, we're in another room.
Hello.
And this room has a couch, but it's right next to the gym.
This is the room that I've been trying to get for weeks. And the last time we had it booked, there was somebody in here, and I was like, Mitty, do you want me to say something? And she was like, no, it's fine.
We'll just do it in the other room.
Yeah.
So we did, and
And I was like, okay, but we're booking it again. And if she's
I like
there
this
again,
room.
I'm telling, I'm saying something.
yeah.
I like it too.
If
It's
we-
cozy.
If we try to record in this room again and try those chairs, I'm gonna bring a regular blanket for you so you can lay it over that.
Thank you. It will, like the pillows. I have an aversion to velvet, for all the people wondering. I can't feel it like through my clothes, so the pillows behind me are, but that's fine because it's not touching my
I
skin.
bring you gloves.
Just be suited up.
I think my favorite, not to expose you or anything, but my
Do it. I'm curious.
No, my favorite was your toe socks. She came.
I fucking hate it when my toes get all squished together. It disgusts me. I do not like the feeling. And so sometimes I will just wear toe socks to keep my toes all separated, and it really grosses a lot of people out.
I think that's adorable. It looks like just a glove, but for your feet. And so your toes have little, like, individual
Hugs.
things. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's adorable.
I'm a
it's
fan
adorable.
of toe socks, but I understand if you're not. I just have weird sensory things, and the feeling of my toes being squished together is one of the worst feelings ever to me.
Yeah, I think,
I really didn't know what you were gonna say. I was like, where could
I'm
this go?
surprised because that was my favorite. Or the shoes that squeak. Because I just think of SpongeBob every time with the boots.
They're like,
like,
my
what?
favorite pair of sandals, and
They're so cute. They're really cute.
I love them, and they're so comfortable. But every time I walk, they're like.
I'm gonna throw up the SpongeBob meme somewhere over here.
When the episode where SpongeBob wears the boots.
The boots. The best episode. I love SpongeBob.
Yeah, same.
Also, you guys, update. Sam has a mic.
I got one. We listened to your feedback. It's so tiny. I pulled it out of the box today, and it's just a look, baby.
I
It's
got
so
the Black
cute.
Thunder over here.
Yeah, you do. She's thick.
She thick. I like her. She nice.
Yeah.
She's pretty.
What's going on back there?
I don't know, just some different settings.
You have a lot of buttons.
I do have a lot of buttons. So this top one right here is. Oh no, I lied. The bottom one we've been drinking.
That's your mic one.
That's for like vicinity. So like, if there's two people sitting across from each other, or if it's just me. Oh wait, I think I have the wrong setting, dude. Okay, what about this one?
I don't know. I can't hear you. So.
I think this one's the right one. We're gonna do this one. Sorry, guys.
I certainly do not know.
Also, we're switching it up a little bit. I guess I'm gonna announce it now. But you're like full send. we're starting to record on Twitch too, because it just some technical stuff and it's just easier overall. So I think going forward, we're gonna do Spotify is gonna be audio only.
You can hear it.
What?
Sorry.
Oh, that? Yeah, I can hear it now that I switched my setting.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, you're fine.
Now that you switched your setting is when I can hear it too. What's up with that?
That's weird.
That's weird.
Can you hear me better with the setting?
I think so.
That's creepy because I can't hear you in mine.
Can you hear me now? I'm so loud to myself. So maybe I need to adjust.
And I don't know. Again, you guys,
trial
we're just
and error.
starting out.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out.
We're ironing it out, and it's the fun of it. It's the best part. So I need you guys to understand that. But I'm so grateful for you guys' feedback.
Yeah, for real. So that's why I got another mic for us because I guess it was hard to pick up from just one mic, which definitely appreciate that feedback. And yeah, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and there's actually a lot to it. Like
a lot more than you would think.
Yeah, editing and then incorporating the video is just so different.
Yeah. And like the video looks different from what we see versus when you're editing.
Right. Too. That was another weird part, especially with like the background and like the filters and everything. Yeah. I don't know. It's been a ride, so that's why I'm excited to start like Twitch, because Twitch will save the videos.
And we'll be able to be live, so you guys can jump in and interact with us. Ask questions and just like be a part of it a little bit more, but also if you're not available for that, watch it in your own time, which is nice.
It'll be fun. I'm excited. My foot is going numb. I think I was sitting like that before we started a stream. I was on a phone call and I was sitting so hard on my leg that I lost circulation.
It'll happen.
It happens. It happens. Well, you guys, welcome to
We're Not Even Crazy. Did we do it? I feel like I need to do this too.
Do you want me to do it again? Oh, I like this. I don't know why. It makes me feel safer.
You look very cozy.
It's I don't know what it is. It's just,
I feel like I'm
in
a choir.
I don't know. Eventually, when we get one spot, we have the boom arm thing, and it'll just be easier. I'm very excited for this year.
Yeah.
I'm excited for
new shit.
Yeah.
The end of this year.
I'm excited for next year. This year has been crazy.
It's like every year, I'm like, yeah, this is going to be my year. And then it is not my year.
I remember the beginning of this year, it was a shit show. I got out of a relationship that wasn't even a relationship, really, if you think about it. I mean, it was. It was a situationship.
No.
He was constantly. We weren't even together. I mean, we were together. You know what? That's another story for another podcast. We can unpack that one
later.
Just imagine being in an open relationship.
But not agreeing to be in an open relationship.
I wish I would have known.
If only. The open relationship was one-sided.
Rude.
Mitty did not know. Because based off of previous conversations.
I guess it was my fault too, though, because I also stayed, I stayed in the situation. Not once, not twice.
Mitty does this thing where she likes to see the best in everybody and see their potential, and even if they're not living up to it, she's like, it's okay.
Yeah.
But you're growing.
And
I feel like you learned a lot from that relationship too.
Yeah, and I think ultimately I was like, I at least can sleep at night because I know that I gave it my all.
Yep.
And that's all you can do. And love is vulnerability. And it's hard and it's tough, but you're not going to know unless you...
Yeah, but then I think, moving forward, it's more like it is giving your all, but if you see that that person consistently is not even giving half of that, bye.
Yeah, I'm not good with that.
That's why you have me. Because I'm blunt as fuck, and I'll be like, what are you doing?
Why? Why?
You know, this isn't
Sam
it,
straight
right?
like, ick.
Yeah, but to be fair, I'm only really straightforward with the people I care about.
That's true.
So
That's
if
true.
I'm blunt and honest with you, it's because I love you.
Sam's
If
like,
I'm polite to you, I don't like you that much.
Sam's like, you're fucking up. I'm like, thank you.
I love you so much. Fix your shit.
Get it together.
Come on, girl. You're better than this. But I also need that too.
Yeah.
And I think you do a good job of letting me know. I think you're getting better.
We do really good balancing each other.
We do.
Sometimes I have a hard time because I'm like, I think, I mean, this is obviously off topic, but like when you are like, do you want to hear what I have to say? Like, do you want my advice or do you want me to just sit and listen?
Yeah.
I think that's so powerful.
I'm trying so hard to implement it, but it's so difficult.
Yeah.
for
No,
me
you do
too.
a good job. I was stunned when you did, and I was like, no, I'm not ready.
Yeah.
And then I processed it. I'm like, okay, no.
Less than 5 minutes later, okay, tell me.
Like, wait on me, I'm fine.
But also I think that's like a warning because I'm asking you, and you know that like if I'm asking you, it might be a little harsh.
Yeah, no, I appreciate
You know.
it. It worked out really well. Oh, let's sigh. It's been a fun day, you guys. But today's podcast, we're going through a few things, and it's one of Sam's very
Special
passionate
interests.
which I'm excited about too, because I love hearing about it, and it's really interesting. But
I think it's cool shit.
yeah.
So today we're going to be talking about life path numbers, just kind of going over briefly what each life path number kind of is about, as well as what their lesson in life is supposed to be. And then also talking a little bit about astrology and natal charts. So
Yes, natal charts.
Natal charts.
Natal charts. I don't know why saying the word natal is weird to me.
It's such a weird word. Every time I go to look up my birth chart and I type in natal charts, I'm like, what?
I don't know why.
I think about, prenatal is like babies, fetuses.
Whenever I hear the word natal, I think about belly button.
Why?
Maybe like the vocal cord?
Yeah. Okay. I don't get it.
That's why it creeps me out. I'm like, don't say that.
Natal. Oh, you should not have told me that.
Sorry. Now you think
I'm
about
going to
it.
torture you with it.
Oh, I'm just weirded out by it because it's just weird. Like,
Natal. Yeah, it's a weird
I don't
one.
know.
Yeah.
then
I don't think about belly buttons or umbilical cords, but it still makes me feel weird.
Belly buttons are interesting.
I agree.
Are you in or outie? Sorry. That person.
No, I went to go answer and just nothing came out. I'm an outie. I'm an innie. I used to be really fascinated with belly buttons, and I really wanted an outie, but I have a very deep hole of a belly button. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like when my belly button's poked. It's annoying.
Yeah, it feels bad.
Yeah.
Like,
It feels weird.
bad. You can feel it on the inside,
like,
and it's
I think
like
that's
sharp.
That's why natal is weird to me because I like prenatal and like belly buttons, umbilical cord. I'm like, ow, that hurts. Don't touch my belly button.
Every time you go to look up your chart, you just internally pain.
No, literally, I'm like, why is it called natal? Why? Why is it called natal?
Because it's where the planets are when you were born. Natal, baby, birth. Planets.
Belly buttons.
Word association.
It's like that episode of New Girl, like, okay, I'm gonna say the word sponge. That's the first word that comes to your mind.
Dirty.
Sponge.
I hate touching sponges.
Yes,
Sponge.
The sensory thing. Okay, I would like to dive into the sensory thing really quick. What do you like to touch versus what do you not like to touch? I mean, obviously, velvet is one of them.
Yeah, I don't like velvet. Corduroy is like pretty borderline because it's so close to velvet, but I can wear a corduroy.
That's right.
What I like to touch? Cats.
I love cats.
Their fur.
Kittens, especially.
Yeah.
And the way I am sensitive to smell. Babies, cats, puppies.
Yeah, whenever I get home, like every single day, I'll just like find Momo and just bury my face in her and just like.
And my favorite spot is like their chin.
When they're
right here. Oh my god, it's right here.
Because they like poke out their chin.
Yeah.
And their whiskers come out. Oh, I love cats. Jinx.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go through like how life numbers? Wait. Yeah.
Yeah. How to find your life path number.
Calculated. And then we can go through. So we're gonna tell you how to calculate it, and then we're gonna tell you what ours are. Ours are.
What ours are?
I haven't even been drinking that much. What did we eat today?
Donuts.
Today. Okay, I need one drink and I'm out. And we've been drinking this can.
The tall boy. Yeah, but we had an energy drink before. That. Wow. That I think that's kind of.
Yeah.
That's why we're feeling like.
That was me this morning because I had a cup of coffee and you guys were like, "What is wrong?" I'm like, "I'm sorry." I had a cup of coffee.
Getting into it. Meanwhile, I'm falling asleep in my office.
And I'm like, I need this.
Yeah. You were let's go.
I'm not good on
coffee. Huh?
Okay. Do you want to go through how to calculate it? Or do you want me to go through? I don't know if I explain it.
Explain it. We're both struggling with our words. Okay. It's like are we slurry? Are we drunk? We're not. But it kind of.
It feels like
seems like it.
We need to tighten up. I suggested us not drinking during podcast, but you know what? Full send.
Whoops. My bad.
I'm not even mad about it. Also, if anyone is watching, which I highly doubt, I'm not looking at comments. So I will probably.
How do you look at comments? On your phone?
Oh, you know what? No one's watching.
Someone is watching?
No one is. I said one, but it's me.
Oh.
Matching is.
Yeah, do you want to go over how to calculate?
Sure. Okay, so you have to take your birth date. And so for this example, I'm going to use 11/11 of 2011, just because why not? Why not? So you take the day. Yeah, we're starting with day. But you're going to take the day. So in this case, it would be the 11th. And you're going to take the 1 digits, right? Mm-hmm. So then since it's 11, you're going to take 1 plus 1, which is 2. So just write that down. Then you're going to take the month, which in this case is also 11. So November, same thing, 1 plus 1, so that's 2. Write that down somewhere else. And then the year, in this case, is going to be 2011. So you're going to just add up the digits separately. So 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 1 is going to be 4. Again, write that down somewhere else. But if you're going to have something like 1990, so it's going to be 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 0. In this case would be 19. You want single digits. So then if it's the total is 19, you're going to do 1 plus 9. And you're going to keep doing it until you get a single digit. Mm-hmm. So if your birthday is 1990, you do 1 plus 9, you're going to hit 10. Then you do 1 plus 0, and it's going to be 1. And then you add all the numbers.
Yeah.
The total for day, month, and year.
And you want to do as much as you can to break that down. And so always your month, your day, and your year, all the numbers added together and then broken down from there as much as you can.
Yes. So then if your birthday is 11/11/2011, your life path number, I forgot what it's called. Your life path number would be 8. Mm-hmm. 2 plus 2 plus 4. So that's how you get that. There are, what was master numbers?
Yeah, but that's...
We don't
really know about that. So if you want to look more into that, do that yourself.
It's like 22, 11, 33. They're like high
the
spiritual numbers.
The double numbers.
Yeah, but I just didn't indulge in that.
Yeah.
Because it's already a lot, so.
Yeah.
You guys can look that up later. I have to burp.
Do it. So then my birthday is May 2nd, 1991. So it'd be 5 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 1.
Yeah.
All together, which is like 27. And then you add the 2 and the 7. So my life path is 9.
Yes. And my life path number is 8. Which is... I mean, when you first brought it up, and then I looked it up, and then we were looking into, like, the lessons you need to learn in your life path. I've never been
Bullseye. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, great. And now what? Yeah, it's, it's pretty interesting, I think. So now we kind of have, like, a breakdown of each of the numbers. So it'd be 1 through 9. Anything above that is going to be considered like a master number, which we don't have included today.
Yeah.
And so each life path number essentially has kind of their personality as well as the lesson that they're supposed to learn in this lifetime.
Yeah, and it's
Are you burping there?
My stomach is hungry.
Do you want to go get the donuts?
I literally was like, I'm hungry, and all of a sudden my stomach's like, yeah, you are. I'm like, oh. So sorry. Could you hear that from your...
No.
I could hear it sounded like an earthquake. It was like, life path numbers, because I was trying to figure out the origin of it, but it's the practice of numerology, which is really interesting. But it's a belief system, basically, that assigns numerical values to letters. It was interesting when I searched it up because a lot of different cultures actually use this system. Stomach's growling.
I can't hear it.
That sounds terrible.
You're gonna listen back.
It's I am obviously hungry, which is great. I eat a lot, a small portion. But I ate
a grazer.
I didn't even finish my ramen today.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, that's weird. I was expecting the bar to be open and have fries, but, you know. What can you do?
Disappointments.
I text my boyfriend and be like, yo, I need you to bring those donuts upstairs.
Yeah, do it.
But yeah, I thought it was interesting because a lot of other cultures also, like the Pythagorean. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Me either.
But the theorem, it's like, it's just interesting that other cultures do it as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you want to go through the numbers?
Yeah.
Do you want to go through your number first? And then I can go through my number, and then we can go through all the numbers?
No, let's lead up to them.
Okay.
We'll just go in order.
Full send. Do you want me to go through first?
I
feel like this is your wheelhouse.
I know, but
I don't know what this means.
So Mitty typed up one thing, and I typed up another thing on it, and they're a little bit different. They're mostly similar, but, like, they're just worded differently.
I feel like yours is better.
You want to go through my explanations? But then I think we should... Yeah, okay.
It doesn't matter. Well, I mean, we can do both. So, like, when you read... Here, we're going to do this.
You read yours and I'll read mine.
I'm going to do 1. Then you can do 2.
Okay.
You can do 3. You can do 4.
And we can read both of them.
5, 6,
Yeah.
7, 8. Actually, you do 1, because then we'll fall on each other's numbers when we read them.
Okay.
So you do 1, I do 2, you do 3.
You want me to be even or odd?
You're odd.
Okay, yeah.
Your number is odd.
I am odd.
Your number is the last odd.
Yeah. So life path number 1 is all about leadership, independence, innovation, and ambition. If you're a life path 1, you are likely a natural born leader and self-starter. Life path ones are the independent leader of the world. Its destiny is to become self-assured and independent in all areas of its life. Learning to embrace teamwork and cooperation, understanding that true leadership involves guiding and empowering others rather than dominating them.
That's an intense one.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But that lines up with everything that I know about Aries. They're the first sign of the zodiac.
Yeah.
And that's what they're all about.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about how astrology and life numbers correlate later. If you guys are wondering, because I know it's different and it's interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah. 2, I'm kind of just gonna, I guess, touch base.
What?
touch base on both ones.
That's what I did. I read from both.
Okay,
yeah.
perfect. So when I searched up life path number 2, it was talking about like cooperation, harmony, diplomacy, and empathy. You're motivated by your community, relationships. I guess, like the peacekeeper, trying to achieve balance. They're sensitive. So like empaths. So they can pick up emotions. Also, that is a trauma response too.
It is.
Which is also interesting that they mentioned that.
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys. My stomach's gonna be growling through the entire podcast. I decided. Which is weird. I think it's the more I drink, the more I'm like
hunger. Yeah.
The lesson that when I searched up the lessons on like what they need to work on is like cultivating self-confidence and assertiveness, which I can understand when your main things are like cooperation and keeping the peace and harmony. That makes sense when like having to step in and assert yourself is hard.
Yeah.
I can only imagine how hard that would be. And then learning to balance the desire for harmony and then asserting your individuality.
Yeah.
Definitely is a tough thing.
That makes sense. For life path number 3, they are all about creativity, self-expression, communication, and enthusiasm. The 3 is here to master self-expression and inspire others to do the same. Sometimes referred to as the sunshine number, 3s are animated, excitable, and have an enthusiastic attitude that is highly infectious. The true lovers of life.
True
Lovers.
Do you know any 3s?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
I'm gonna start asking people, what's your life number?
Yeah, what's your full birthday?
Not to be weird.
I do like to ask people what their birthday is to get their zodiac, but that does not typically include the year.
Right. I feel like the year's like
I'd be like, and the year.
Yeah, it's an intimate thing.
Their lesson is focusing on discipline and structure, developing the ability to channel creativity and self-expression into productive endeavors.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Fancy. And keep in mind, these are just generic. It's not like, of course.
Yeah.
You're not die hard by the book. There's obviously other factors that go into it. But
yeah, definitely.
I like
the generalization of it. Yeah.
The idea of it. Life path number 4. I feel like we're going through an essay.
This is a lecture. Sit down, children.
Write down. Take notes.
We want to see your notes.
Okay, we have pretty much the same notes on this one. They're typically people who are practical, sensible, pragmatic, and rational by nature. Organization, responsibility, stability. I don't know how to pronounce that word, so I'm gonna skip it. They will spend this lifetime. Oh, this is their learning one. They'll spend this lifetime learning about their true identity and purpose, and then putting this knowledge to constructive use. I feel like that's a pretty good one, but that makes sense. Like kind of like embracing change and adapting. especially from somebody that is so stable and responsible.
Yeah.
It definitely is hard. Life is
Go with the flow. Yeah.
Life is always moving. There's always going to be something different. So I definitely think learning how to adapt to that is
Yeah.
I agree with
Yeah,
that.
I agree. Life path number 5 is all about freedom, adaptability, adventure, and versatility. Life path 5s are focused on cultivating a spontaneous existence full of adventure and exhilaration. Inquisitive and yearning for experience, these life path numbers live by the virtue of taking everything one day at a time and often look for a deeper meaning in the world around them. To really thrive as a 5, you have to develop a healthy relationship with freedom. Their lesson is finding stability within freedom, learning to manage impulses, and make choices that align with long-term goals. Why Mitty is shooting me side-eye is because her boyfriend is a 5.
Oh, I wasn't.
Oh, you weren't?
I was trying
You're
to
just
see
looking.
if you heard my stomach.
No, I can't hear it.
I think I have a granola bar. Please give me a second.
Did you say something about Olive Garden?
A granola bar?
We know where my mind's at.
Yeah, but just, do you want to read 6 too?
Yeah, I'm filling in for Mitty, reading number 6. Life path 6 is nurturing, harmony, compassion, and service to others. Life path 6s are sometimes referred to as the nurturers of numerology. You can think of these people as the true caregivers of society. They love to help and be of service to others, and often consider the needs of others much sooner than they think about their own. Balancing. No. I don't have anything either.
Why did we not have snacks?
I know, that's so unlike us to not have snacks.
Sorry, you guys. I'm sorry.
Balancing between giving and receiving is important for 6s to prioritize. Their lesson is striking a balance between giving and receiving, understanding that nurturing others should not come at the expense of one's own well-being.
Do you want me to read the next 2?
Yeah.
Okay. So, 7. Ooh. Life path 7s are wise, philosophical, and analytical knowledge seekers. Not most are emotionally expressive, which is understandable. They are introspective and concerned with deeper questions of life. They must learn to communicate and express their emotions. We all struggle with that. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Communicate their emotions and affections in this life. What number was that again?
7.
Yeah, their lesson is embracing faith and trust, learning to rely on intuition and inner wisdom while letting go of skepticism. I think that for life path number... Right?
That's 7, yeah.
Okay, I don't know why I feel so drunk right now.
Sorry, Mitty. My bad.
I definitely think that makes sense just because, being an analytical, my boyfriend's a very logical thinker. So on the flip side, he does a good job on both, but being that balance, I feel like life numbers and their lessons are definitely about balance.
Everything is about balance.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Yeah.
That is very true. But learning to listen to your intuition and being more emotional on that side is definitely
hard for everyone, yeah.
But expressing your emotions.
Bring the donuts, Max.
Well,
do your job. The next one is Mitty's life path number.
Oh, I can read that one. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so life path 8 is me. It's my number.
That's Mitty.
And I do struggle with this a lot. I just did a post about it. But basically, success, abundance, power, material achievement, Wow, you wrote a lot for this one.
I know.
I love you for that. They're usually
I got really into it.
They're usually associated with being like natural and prolific leaders. They have excellent management skills and are always up to achieving something great. So they're really ambitious. I feel like I'm very ambitious.
For sure.
So achieving great, especially when involved in financial or business matters, and I am very much.
100%.
I am a life path 8 through and through.
Yeah.
The biggest lessons, though, is probably one of my hardest things that I definitely struggle with the most. It's balance between material and spiritual world, balance between the ego, human mind, and the inner voice of the soul, self-discipline and self-control, and need to control circumstances. So basically, releasing control, essentially. I very much have a hard time with that because I feel like I can control outcomes and often I can't.
Because you're such a boss bitch. You're like, let's get this taken care of. And when things are out of your control, it makes you so uncomfortable.
It's so weird. And
Yeah.
I want to... And a lot of the craziest part that I've come to realize is a lot of the times when I am trying to control the outcome of the future, it's based off of the past and all experiences in the past, but a lot of the times it's not the same situation.
Yeah.
It's not. There's different variables in all senses.
And
like,
you're not the same as when you faced something similar also. Like, it's just, you're not the same. The situation isn't the same. It's not.
It's tough.
Gotta let it flow.
No, I can't.
That's your lesson, boo. If you don't do it now, you're gonna have to do it all over again in the next life.
Like the holiday. No.
That's what actually motivates me. I tell myself that shit, and I'm like, get it together, bitch.
Okay, but how many lifetimes have I already tried to do this? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I think about that a lot too. Yeah. Like, what lesson are we on? What?
We're on yours.
No, I know, but like, what life lesson is this?
No, seriously. Like, what are we?
You didn't put me on there.
What am I learning now?
Yes, you did. Sorry, I felt left out for a minute.
We're very like chaotic. We go on tangents.
Us? A what?
Never.
Who?
So this keeps us on topic, mainly for you guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry if it seems like we're reading from a paper. It's because we are.
Also, it's so funny being next to the gym.
I know. I'm just like watching people who they're like so serious, and I'm just like, what's your birth date? With the year.
What's your natal chart? Do you have an innie or an outie?
Imagine getting asked those string of questions by.
Makes sense to me in my brain.
Same. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the papers.
Back to our report.
Listen up, class. Okay, so I am a life path number 9, which is the last one. And when I was reading about it, it was essentially like, congratulations, you're a life path 9, which means that you have every other number rolled up inside of yours.
Oh, that's rough, bro.
Like,
Why did we,
cool.
can we acknowledge that it's funny that we both have the last 2 numbers?
Yeah.
Like the whole thing.
Yeah, unless you count master numbers, which I do not understand.
I don't understand those.
So
That
those
doesn't
aren't
count.
a part of it, but whatever. I was like, who's back there?
Oh, sorry. This room that we're in is right in the middle of 2 different bigger rooms. So that room over there
is the gym. Oh, wait. You're looking the other way. Whoops.
that one is the gym. That room over there is the work from home space. And this room, like, connects it.
There's doors on both sides that can lead to either the gym or the work from home space. And we're just in a little glass fishbowl.
We're just living in it, you know?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
Whatever.
It's cool.
So Life Path 9 is about humanitarianism, compassion, and a desire to make a positive impact. The people who are affiliated with life path number 9 are very humanitarian, generous, and humble in their nature. They have a sense of deep affection for people and are always willing to help them. They are affected by the concerns of the world and empathize with people in need. Let's touch on that for a minute, because I am not super humble.
You're not humble, but you do care about what's going on in the
I
world.
really care about people, and like, yeah, what's happening with even people I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like I'm the most standoffish, caring person that I know.
You are. That is a good. You really are.
I want to care about you from a distance, and if you want my advice, I'll tell you, but you're probably not going to like it.
Unless she does care about you, she will not care about you from a distance. She will be 2 steps
In
in
your
front of you.
face.
Yes.
Listen here, bitch. I fucking love you. Get it together. Yeah. So, whoops.
You can never leave me.
I have also been realizing more and more that, like, trauma has had such a big impact on my personality, and like I've talked about in previous podcasts, but I come off as very aggressive sometimes, and I think that I do that as a way to protect myself and keep people at a distance.
I do the same thing.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
especially when I get triggered.
yeah. No.
If I get triggered, you best believe I will bolt so fast.
Yeah. Not me. I'm just angry. And then, like, all the anger that I haven't dealt with just comes up, and it's, like, just too aggressive. But it's not actually who I am. It's who I've, like, adapted to be.
Right.
And so I'm really also trying to work on being softer, which is why when I sent that email and you were expecting me to be aggressive, you were like, you were so nice. I was like, I'm trying. Oh, yeah, because I'm trying really hard.
I'm on the opposite side. I need to be more aggressive.
Balance,
Sometimes
baby.
I am, but
yeah.
you have to get
But
through
you
that.
don't want to do it out of, like, a place of anger, because then you'll regret it.
Oh, yeah. Then I'm not nice about it.
It's also like our society teaches that anger is so shameful and we should feel guilty of it.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
No, anger is a very healthy emotion to have. It's just how you express it.
Yeah, if your behaviors and your actions are going to harm other people, like
Maybe
malicious,
not the best.
Yeah, then it's not so great. But if you're angry, it's okay to be mad.
Yep. And it's actually probably yourself trying to tell yourself something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I did a post about that, too. My caption. ChatGPT wrote it.
Of course.
But I stand by the thing. Basically, it was like you have to surrender to some of those feelings that are pent up in here, because
if you don't, it will just build.
you to what you're actually feeling and lead you to some freedom.
Yeah, and anger is also a secondary emotion, which is usually linked to pain. Something hurts you, and then you're sad, but instead of feeling the sadness, we just jump to anger.
Yeah. That's why I think it's so interesting on life path numbers and astrology, because there's so many other factors that you can include. So, like, Max has a lot of Aries characteristics,
For sure.
but he doesn't at the same time.
Yeah.
Because
it's the whole, like, nurture versus nature. You know, where and how you were raised makes a huge difference on how you turn out.
I'm very much Cancer, though.
You are.
Like,
through and through.
Through and through.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's a good segue to talk about
my God,
astrology.
yeah,
I'm like, hey, actually, because I was going to talk about how I am a Taurus sun, but my personality is very conflicting. There are definitely moments where I am a Taurus. Like, I'm chilling, I'm lazy, I'm grounded, I work hard, but I relax when it's time.
You got the horns and you're like, I'm stable.
Yeah, and I'm like,
anything.
if you fuck with my shit too much, we're gonna have a problem. But on the other side, I have a Sagittarius moon, which is like free spirit, doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Yeah.
And so I often have, like, and can feel that, like, conflicting.
Yeah, and when she says sun and moon, like the rising and stuff, that's your natal chart.
Yep. So essentially, if you would also like to look up your natal chart, what you need to know is your time, place, and date of birth. I always use Astro Cafe, I think, is the website.
And we can link it.
If you just Google natal chart, it's probably the first thing that will pull up.
You need your exact time, your exact location.
Yep.
And then, of course,
your date. Yeah. But essentially, it will tell you. It will give you actually a lot of information. It can be maybe a little bit overwhelming.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, because when I was like, all right, Mitty, we need to look up your chart now.
3 pages, and I'm like, I'm going to save that for later.
Yeah.
And never read it.
She just was like, whoa.
It's a lot.
It is a
It's
lot.
Yeah.
But the things that you want to look for, it will tell you where each of the planets were when you were born and their degrees, which is kind of a little more advanced. You don't necessarily have to know the degrees. Your rising sign is also called your ascendant, so you want to look for your ASC is the abbreviation in your chart. That's a big one. And then I didn't put this in the notes, but it's nice to know your north node, and it won't tell you your south node, but how you calculate that is it's whatever sign is opposite your north node. So my north node is in Capricorn, which is the opposite of Cancer.
Gotcha.
So my south node is in Cancer. But essentially, it talks, like, people always talk about your big 3, but really I would say that there's like the big 6 that kind of point to a lot of things in your personality.
Yes.
I think. And so I wrote those down and kind of like what they are.
Yeah.
So there's the sun sign, which is what everybody knows. So for me it's Taurus, for Mitty it's Cancer.
Yeah.
It's your sun sign, which is how you answer the question I am and how you experience life and express your individuality. I like to say that the sun sign is kind of just who you are when you're chilling.
Yeah.
Just neutral, you
Right.
know?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense that it's the sun. Like, the sun's out, you're chilling, like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Versus the moon, where it's like nighttime. It's like, it is, the moon is general.
You've been doing this a lot, genuine and general.
I don't
You've
know
been
what
mixing
it
them up.
is. I don't know English. The moon is a sign of, like, emotions with the tides. And,
Yep.
you know,
Yeah.
free flowing.
Yeah. That's exactly it. It's
Yeah.
the emotional, your feelings, intuition, and then memories was in there, which I didn't.
Oh,
I don't know how
interesting.
that ties in, but
Yeah.
it dictates your relationship with your man maternal influence, which I think is very fascinating as
That is
well.
interesting.
So I like to say for the moon is like, so that for me that's in Sagittarius. Your moon is in Virgo.
What does that mean?
Isn't that weird? I should not know that, but I do.
Okay, but
Sorry.
no, I've experienced weirder situations.
That's true. And we're friends, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's different. That's different. When you start spitting out stranger astrology signs, I'm like, how did you get this information?
They're not total strangers.
That one.
No, it wasn't.
I was asking her about someone.
One of our
and she's like,
clients.
oh, his astrology sign is this. I'm like, how did you? What is happening here?
Whoops.
I question nothing at this rate. I don't even want to know.
You're just kind of like, what?
I was laughing so hard.
You
but
were.
It's so.
It's me. It is
on
what it
brand.
is. If I know your birthday, I automatically calculate what your sign
for
is.
sure. She's
And I'm like,
already-
oh yeah, I see it. Or like, I don't see that.
I love that about you. I almost said her name. My friend.
Do we not have a code?
I don't have a code. We met her at my birthday. We talked about this the other day. I was like, you guys are gonna be best friends. Yeah. She's the same way. Because as soon as I was like, oh, Max is an Aries, I forgot what she asked. She asked him something. He's like, no. But Max is a different breed. He's very much like...
Max is also very stubborn. So literally when I met him, I was like, what's your birthday? Who are you?
Oh my God.
Do you remember that?
When Sam first met him,
I was so aggressive because I'm so protective over my friends. I was just like giving hard eye contact and I was just like, tell me about yourself. What do you want with Mitty?
She goes, what do you like about her?
I did.
I'm sitting right there and I'm like, this is...
Yeah, it's the three of us at a table. I'm just like, tell me what you like about her.
We've been together for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It seems like...
So intense. But he got my stamp of approval, which isn't easy to do.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I know why he likes me. Like,
yeah, but
no.
but I wanted to hear it in his words, and I wanted to make sure that he also knew why he liked you, and it wasn't just like, because you get attached to people, and I don't want you to get hurt. This is when I'm like get the most aggressive is when I'm like feeling protective over my people. But
I got scared for a hot second too because I was like, his astrology sign is the same as my ex.
Yeah, but they're like, very different.
They're so vastly different.
Yes.
And the way that they love, like love languages are different, and it's just Max just is amazing.
How he treats you is very different.
Oh my God. Even down to like how I speak to him.
Yeah.
Vice versa.
Totally
like
different.
It's 9 days.
I agree. Yeah.
Big difference.
I like Max.
I love him. I love you. Can you explain like the whole Mercury retrograde thing?
No.
And why it fucks people's shit up?
Honestly,
no.
Mercury goes retrograde like 4 times a year, and honestly, the thing like every year, and the things that it fucks up the most is technology. You're also supposed to not sign any deals when Mercury is in retrograde, but I think people just feel off. Like all of the planets can go retrograde, and we feel it. It's just that it affects different things.
Right.
But Mercury is like the one that's talked about the most, which I think is fascinating. But
people are big on that one. That's for sure.
Probably because it happens so often, and like the spiritual people want to like hype it up and be like, "Whoa, Mercury is in retrograde."
They're like, "I am
just it's like fear mongering, kind of.
What?
Fear mongering.
Oh, it is. It really is.
I think.
I saw a TikTok where it was like. It was a parody about it, but they were basically like, I'm making bad life choices, but I'm gonna blame it on Mercury retrograde.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not how that works.
Or people will be like, Mercury's in Gatorade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
They're like, I'm in Gatorade, so I'm blah 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 blah.
When I think it was when I tried to talk to my ex about something that she was doing that I asked her to stop doing it.
Boundaries, important.
I did it. I was trying to be so kind and like.
You did really good on that one.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm proud of myself for how I handled it, but her first response was like, "Oh, these planets are in retrograde and blah blah blah. So of course this is happening." And I was just like,
"You did not tell me that."
No, you read the text. You definitely saw it.
Oh! It was a long one.
That was a doozy. Yeah.
I don't say doozy a lot.
Me either. That was perfect. Look at this go. Shut up. But yeah, she said that, and I was instantly like, fuck you. I'm literally just asking you for something, like to not show up to a thing that I go to regularly. I don't think that that's asking too much.
I was triggered.
She just felt like it was her time to get out all of her grievances, I guess. I don't know, but I was like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to see you.
And it's interesting too because throughout the whole relationship, she would just unload.
Yeah.
Like, just like fill and empty the clip. Like, she was just like, blah, blah, blah. So then for her at the end,
It was
to do
volatile. That was so triggering and like difficult for me.
Yeah, and you had a lot going on in your life too. A lot of changes, a lot of things.
Yeah.
And, you know, I know how you are with change.
I have a hard time with it.
Yeah.
That's the Taurus.
I was fired. I was mad about it. So
It was tough because I was trying so hard to like do everything in like a gentle and kind way.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. This is obviously like hard. Right. Breaking up with somebody is difficult, but like,
yeah, for sure.
That respect was not given back to me, and that was okay. But I was just, she was like, I'm not responsible for your feelings, but by her unloading all of that, it was like, but you think that I'm responsible for your feelings, and I'm not. Take that to your therapist and work it out.
Those whole things.
Different therapists.
Just
yeah.
I don't know.
I think I have PTSD about dating girls now. Seriously.
I have secondhand PTSD because there was one point in my life where I was like,
maybe I'll explore.
Well, I think women are beautiful.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. Sexuality is such a weird thing.
It's definitely a spectrum.
Yeah. And I'm not full 100, on that, obviously. And I know that, but I was like, well, I don't know. I could dabble in it.
Yeah.
See, but I think about, like, I don't want to traumatize a woman because I'm, like, exploring that.
Yeah,
aspect.
I think you just have to be, like, if that's what you want, you just have to be very upfront about, like, I've never done this before, and I am doing this to explore, so
right.
I'm not this probably isn't going to be serious. It's
right.
just kind of experimenting, and are you okay with that?
Yeah.
I think just communicating, Yeah.
But I'm very happy where I am.
Yeah.
I feel like I've improved a lot and healed a lot, and we have such a good relationship.
Yeah.
Communication-wise and stuff. But
Yeah. You guys are together.
It's all a learning process, and I feel like that last relationship, you learned so much.
I learned
She also was an Aries.
much. She was an Aries, and that's also why I'm like, I will never date another Aries. Ever.
Yeah. I don't think I could date a Libra.
I fucking love air signs. I don't know, man.
I can't do... Well, what is Taurus's element?
Earth.
Okay, so that's why I can't. I'm water. I cannot do with air signs. I can.
Well,
but I can't date them.
So the compatibility between signs is essentially whatever your element is. So like every element is good together. Like every earth sign is going to pair well with another earth sign.
Yes.
Every water sign is going to pair well with another water sign, and so on and so forth.
Yes.
But if you want to start mixing the elementals, then it's ideal to find, if you're a fire sign, an air sign,
right.
or vice versa, or water with earth,
right.
which is us.
Right.
Yeah. And
That works so well.
our friendship is amazing. Yeah. But like, once you start mixing that, but I have a lot of fire in my chart.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I think that makes sense why. And well, yeah, we'll kind of go over that, I guess, a little, but
That's okay.
yeah, it just kind of depends on your like whole chart too.
Right.
Sun signs aren't necessarily the best at determining
Right.
compatibility.
Yeah, because Max is a fire
Mm-hmm.
and water. What is Virgo?
Earth.
Okay, so yeah.
Do you know his birth chart information?
No, but I'm scared. I'm definitely not gonna ask his parents.
I know.
She's crazy.
Yeah, I was seeing this guy one time, and I was like, so...
Straight out of the gate?
No. We had known each other for a while. It's the last guy.
Start doing applications.
I know. Fill out all your information, and we'll go from there.
I need your social. I need your
But I had like kind of slipped it in after we had been on like a few dates, and he was like, dude, that's a red flag. Which I love that he just told me that to my face. I was like, wow, yeah, I like that. I will never know what you are, but I like that he told me that to my face. Be fucking straightforward with me. I like it.
That. Yeah. I don't like the beating around the bush thing.
No.
But I'm a sugarcoater depending. If you're my friend and I know you, I'm gonna give it to you straight.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a complete stranger, or like like a client or something,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be more gentle.
Yeah, I've also stopped doing that, and it's like, oh damn, that used to be a skill, but I don't really have that anymore, and I'll just be like, this is what it is, and then people are really taken aback by it.
It's hard because when you're handling clients and stuff, it's just different.
Yeah, well, I think I'm also just like more straightforward, and it's not like harsh, it's just straightforward, and people don't expect that.
Yeah.
So
I think our clients appreciate it though, honestly.
Hopefully, I don't know.
I mean, the boss is pretty straightforward. So
yeah.
That's the nice cushion about it.
It is.
And then
I'm like, what do you mean you don't like it? You do this to me.
And I'm in an HR portion position, so it's like I have to be a little bit more gentler.
Yeah, that's true. Which I think comes naturally to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's also like, the people pleasing, and I like to say I'm a recovering people pleaser.
Trauma.
Yeah. Yep.
Trauma plays a big role
in everything.
No matter what your life number or astrology is.
Or anything.
But mine also plays into it because I grew up in that, so then I am like nurturing by nature.
Yeah.
In most cases.
I think we have pretty similar.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh, for sure.
Stuff.
That's why it's so interesting when we talk about like our astrology signs, because you do have very firm Taurus characteristics.
I will not. If I've made up my mind, I will not budge.
This is true.
Unless you can really come at me with like some good logic and like really lay it out. But even then, I kind of have to be in the right mood for it.
This is true. This is very true.
It's a blessing and a curse.
I thought about that when we were running that one payroll, and you're like, this wasn't here before. And I was like, I know that if it's there and I was handling it, I'm sure I've touched it and I'm sure there's a reason for it.
Yeah.
But I don't have that reasoning right now. So that's
yeah,
why I just asked.
Well, it also, that wasn't listed on the spreadsheet, and so I was like,
No,
this right?
No, I know. I know you. That's
Sorry.
why I'm like, I need to. That's why I emailed, because I was like, is this for sure correct? Because I don't have time to look for it. I need you to.
Sorry.
No, don't.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
I'm not sorry.
Do not be sorry.
Every time we want to say I'm sorry, because we both have to catch each other and be like, what the fuck? You're not sorry. So maybe every time we want to say I'm sorry, we should say I'm not sorry.
Yeah, I agree.
Then we'll get the compulsion out still, but then
it's hard to not say sorry.
Not say sorry, yeah.
It's hard. It's just, we don't want to inconvenience anyone.
And that's what it really comes down to. Right. We feel like, oh, we're burdening you.
Yeah, but I know how you are. That's why I was like, I need to get the facts before I can push this.
Not sorry.
Logical facts.
Yeah.
And again, Max is the same way, so that's why I'm just like,
yeah.
Like, I'm water, I'm flexible, it's fine. I'll move around your rocks.
And we help you. Yeah, we help you.
Yes.
And you help us.
Max, here's a little spray.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm very much a water sign. I mean, like, I feel it. I don't know what the rest of my stuff is.
Virgo is Earth.
What is I don't know what my ascending and...
Your ascendant is Scorpio.
How do you know
I
this?
know.
Like
water.
Element. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm mostly water and earth, so it works out nice.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like.
Yeah.
Just earth and fire.
Yeah, essentially.
Together we're Avatar.
We make up one avatar. The ascendant or rising essentially represents what you look like, your outward style, and how you portray yourself to others when you meet them.
So mine is I'm Asian. Cool.
Scorpios are like mysterious and sexy and like alluring.
Oh.
It's very fitting.
No.
Yeah.
I get along with Scorpios pretty well too.
Yeah.
Geminis are interesting because I love them, but also I have like a love-hate relationship.
Where are you getting Gemini from?
I'm not getting Gemini from...
Where did that come from?
Oh, like as a sun sign. Oh, because I think of my other close friends.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think about my other close friends, and they're Geminis. I have 2 that are mainly Geminis.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then my other one is Scorpio.
Interesting.
So
Yeah.
those are like my top 3 like people I get along with the most. And I surround myself with them very closely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've come to realize.
Interesting.
Yeah, but Geminis are hard because I can't read them sometimes.
I love
like,
I love it.
I love them. I really do. But sometimes when they're real spicy, I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can put up with you.
Gemini is the twin, and so they're you can get 2 distinct personalities in one.
Nope, to the other side.
Too late. Huh?
I said to the other side.
Oh, yeah. He's coming for the bucket.
Oh,
Should we stare at him? Don't look at me. We made eye contact.
It's hard not to in this fishbowl, man.
I know, it is. My rising sign is Leo, that's fire, and it's more fire. And it's all about, that's why I love attention so much, I think. Leos are supposed to be leaders, but they're really well known for loving attention.
I get that. Oh, I also dated a Leo one time. He very much was a Leo. Very fiery.
My mom is a Leo. My ex-husband is a Leo.
Yeah.
We butt heads. But one of my best friends is also a Leo, but she's chill. I don't know.
What about cusps? I dated a Leo Capricorn cusp.
Yeah, that's interesting because you get both.
Yeah, I did get both.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, wait, Leo Capricorn? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it was a...
He can't be a cusp because Leo and Capricorn aren't next to each other.
January... Oh, what was it? I don't remember what it was. Let me look it up now.
Capricorn and Aquarius? Maybe?
Oops. Do you want me to pick up food? I'm going to stop at the grocery store.
You're
yes.
like, yeah. Hello.
Oh, that's a tough question.
I think it must be, was it end of January?
I don't remember.
But yeah, so that's your ascendant is kind of, oh no. Sorry. The next sign to go over is your Venus sign, which speaks to the way you express your desires, your passions, what you value, and how you relate to and experience pleasure. It also influences how you socialize, relate to, and attract others. I actually don't know your Venus, Mars, or Mercury, so...
I don't know what he was. I definitely... Maybe it was Capricorn Aquarius.
It had to be. Or if it was in January, it had to be that.
It's either Capricorn Aquarius. Yeah, because Aquarius Pisces is
that would be February. Yeah.
Or wait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's February. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I knew for sure he was Capricorn. Oh. He has a lion tattoo. That's why I was thinking of Leo.
Nope.
That's funny. What is my natal? I feel like
look up your natal chart.
What's my belly button chart?
Yeah. My Venus sign is in Gemini, which I think is why I get along so well with Geminis, is because, like, if we're going to be in a relationship and even a friendship, I will not be in it with you unless you're going to teach me something. I need to learn something from you, or why even do this?
Why do you do the things you do? I don't know where it is. I'm not going to find it anytime soon.
I can pull it up for you.
I'll do it. Natal chart.
Natal
chart. Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
Cafe Astrology.
That's the one.
Mitty. So, June 25th. I just got so tired all of a sudden.
I know, it
It's
just
been
hit.
We had a long day.
Honestly, it was just a really, like, slow, long, dragging day.
It's because the holidays are coming up.
Yeah. And we were hoping to get out early, and then we did get out early, but it still felt just like a really long day. My bladder is going to explode, so
Oh, you gotta be
Mitty's gonna look this up.
I'm
Wait,
gonna talk
have
to you
go
guys. What am I looking up? Like, what am I looking at?
Your natal chart. So you have to look up like
Ascending, rising.
no, you're looking up your Venus, your Mars, and your Mercury.
My Venus is Taurus. Mars is Virgo.
Mars
Jupiter is Libra.
No, not your Jupiter.
What is
Your Mars.
Yeah, my Mars is Virgo.
What's your Mercury?
Cancer.
Can you keep that up?
That makes sense, yes.
Trapped.
You're doing great.
Here I go.
What did we say? I'm
Should I
not
prop
sorry.
The door open?
What?
Can I prop the door open?
That one?
That one.
Yeah. Well, whatever. Just grab like
I think someone will be mad.
a menu thing. Actually, you guys, my Mercury being Cancer makes so much sense. Because your Mercury influences communication, intellect, memory. Oh, just kidding. The moon. What is my moon? Virgo. You guys, you can just look up all of this, but like, let me tell you, it is a lot. It really is. So, it's interesting that my Mercury is Cancer, which like the communication, intellect, and memory, that's really, that's interesting. So when you look it up on this cafe astrology, it's so in depth. Like, it's very extensive. I just couldn't even. So let's scroll down to my, I guess my I want to see my moon though. I don't know anything. Okay, the moon. The moon represents the emotional responses, unconscious. But what? So my moon is in Virgo. I try to find security in the little things in life. That makes sense. Many enjoy running errands, paying bills, and balancing books. Hence why I'm in accounting. They take care of these things happily, although some won't let on. That is very interesting. So then, that is my moon. So I'm going to go down to Mercury. So let's see. Moon X, I don't know any of that. That's too much. Mercury is in Cancer. So I communicate with feelings, endearing others with words. That is so spot on. I also am super empathetic, so I very much feel energies, and that's also can be a trauma response, but I think that's definitely how I communicate, for sure. She's reflective and has one of the best memories around. Debatable. She feels people out and can be quick to... My Mercury is in Cancer. So I communicate.
My Mars is in Cancer.
Really?
My Mercury is in Aries.
Really?
Sorry.
The whole cushion just like left. Oh, you guys can see. Oh, meat sticks.
Meat sticks, yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to make
Mitty's
sure
favorite.
that my man gets all that. I gotta make sure he's at the grocery store.
Whoa.
Oh, he's not.
Did you go over
work yet?
this
Meat
stuff?
sticks.
Mars.
Meat sticks.
Mars can shed light on your sexuality, your energy, the desires that light you up inside, and how you make moves to fulfill them, and how you cope with and express anger and aggression.
For Venus?
Mars.
Mars. Oh, I don't know what my Mars is. Did I go through that? I might have. I was reading. I don't think I did.
You did say it, but I can't remember. Virgo.
Ah.
Is that right?
Wait, my moon is in Virgo.
Yes, but also, I think your Mars?
Go further down. Mercury.
Mars.
Venus. Mars is after Venus. Mars.
Dude, look up. Whoop. Look up here.
No, I was trying. What? Stop it.
Sorry. Trying to control. My bad.
Release the control.
Okay.
My Mars is in Virgo, so Mars represents
See? Yeah.
desire, action, physical energy. So this means Oh,
your
productive and busy
sexuality
people are
and your energy. Yeah.
oriented.
Yeah.
What is yours?
No, this is the little,
Ah.
just like the overview of what Mars is. But
Yeah, I'm not particularly aggressive by nature. This is very true.
true.
Mars and Virgo people protective about their systems for getting things done. That is very true.
Definitely true.
That man is dropping his weight.
Mitty's got
so
processes.
heavy. I do have processes, and if they're
And you better
violated,
follow
I do
them.
unwell.
See? We're similar.
We are similar. We're super similar.
My Mars is in Cancer, and so when I get really angry, I cry.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I cry if I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I cry if I'm sad.
Yeah. Tears. Tears are a way of regulating your emotions. Did you know that? It resets any emotion.
It's the only way I know how to regulate it, though. I feel like there's
Cry.
healthier
Yeah.
manners.
No, I think crying is so good for you.
Oh, I love it.
I love it too, but I don't like doing it in front of other people, just by myself.
But if I'm stressed,
Let's get that straight.
if I'm stress crying, like if one of my veins are
Yeah.
popping out, then I will 10 out of 10 get a migraine the next day.
Oh.
And that's when I. Is there a child
Who's
in here?
screaming? Ew.
Is there children in here?
Disgusting.
This is an adult frat house. There should not
Go
be children
home.
in here. Repopulate somewhere else.
Anywhere else.
Anywhere else. Yeah, there's actually some kids that have moved in here, which is interesting. But
I don't know why any parent would choose this place, but
I mean, the amenities are phenomenal, and they have that shallow pool upstairs, so their kids can play. You know, it's a selling point. It
I
really
do
is.
not want to be partying with kids there.
There's one infant for sure that is here.
Disgusting. And I mean it.
I love babies.
Yeah, I don't dislike kids, but this is not the place for them.
No, I would never raise my kid here. Actually, no, I wouldn't. I know that kid would be loved just because I have such a big community, but
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't want that for my child. What about, like, did we talk about compatibilities at all for astrology signs?
No, not yet. But wait, let's talk about Mercury. Last one.
Oh, sorry.
So the big six are your sun, your moon, your ascendant / rising, your Venus, your Mars, and then your Mercury. Your Mercury influences your communication, intellect, memory, and transportation, which I don't know what the fuck that means. Like how you move your body? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Transportation. I don't know. So your Mercury is in...
Cancer.
Yes.
Oh, the way I move?
How you communicate is what it is.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm very much... I'm
Soft
Cancer.
spoken
Yeah.
until you're like mad, and then you're like, okay, listen up,
then
buddy.
Expect a typhoon.
Yeah. Yep.
Expect you to drown.
My Mercury is in Aries, so that's why I'm like,
Fire.
listen to me. That actually tracks.
That does check out. Actually, that really does check out.
Whoops.
That's so funny.
Oh, but I think you were talking about your Venus when I went to the bathroom, but there's also an aspect that we didn't really touch on, but each sign has a planet that rules that sign. And so you can look it up, I guess. Like, I know some of them. Like,
What is yours? Like, what rules yours?
Venus rules Taurus. And so when your Venus is in Taurus, it's at home and it feels comfortable there. So you're able to, like, kind of live that expression a little bit more fully. The moon rules Cancer.
I was just going to say, I'm pretty sure it's the moon.
Yep.
Which also makes
Which
sense.
doesn't totally make sense because the moon is not a planet, but it's fine.
Yes. But it would
It's
explain
fine.
why
We
I'm
count
so
it in
emotional.
astrology.
But I love it and I hate it.
But if your moon is in Cancer, then that would be at home. And
Yeah.
fits.
I get real affected by full moons.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed.
Yep.
So I'm like, why is shit so weird? And
Yeah.
I'm like,
For
it's in Gatorade.
it's in Gatorade. Now you're gonna say that every month.
Sure.
What's in Gatorade?
What's in Gatorade today? Where's the moon sign? cycle?
Where are we?
Where's my period cycle? Where's my moon cycle? The two most important things in the world.
Then they're usually linked too.
Yeah.
Same, yeah.
It's wild. It checks out.
Yeah.
It really does.
For compatibility purposes, you really want to look at your Venus sign and your partner's Venus sign, as well as your moon signs.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm going to have to look up.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry.
You're a crazy person. I'm like, I know. I told you. I love when...
Just blame it on me.
Hmm?
Just be like, oh, Sam wanted to know. I don't know. Blame it on me.
No, I have to accept it.
Own up to your crazy.
Yeah. No, I have. A lot of the time, I think my favorite part is when I first start dating someone, I'm like, and I'm Vietnamese, because honestly, Vietnamese women are crazy. They're built different. I promise you, I know, but they're built different. So, like...
Generational trauma. Let's go with that.
It's real. And so, like, in the beginning, I'm like, no, you don't want to date this. And they're like, I can handle it. I'm like, no, you can't. I'm like, I get where you're coming from, but I am crazy sometimes. And then they're like, oh, but you're such a dreamboat. I'm like, okay. And then, like, after, like, 6 months, they're like, oh.
I see.
Yeah. I'm like, I try to tell you, I'm pretty aware of it. It's also traumas. What were we talking about before that?
Planets. Compatibility.
Yes. So I don't know if you saw this, but I wrote down the compatibility of the combinations when you're putting your life number and your astrology sign.
Oh, no. I did not
I
see
talked
that.
about this at work before we left.
Yeah.
So mine was really funny because of my life path and my astrology sign. So my life path number is 8 and my astrology sign is a Cancer. So compatibility, like driven for success, compatible with signs that appreciate ambition. So like Capricorns and Scorpios. I get along with Scorpios very well. Mm-hmm. But it was funny because the challenge, like my challenging ones, I would clash with signs that seek emotional depth and intimacy, such as Cancers and Pisces.
Clashing with herself.
Yeah, so which makes sense because I'm always battling this thing where it's like
the drive to get shit done versus the emotional side. But that's where your life path comes in too, because yours is about balance.
Yes.
And finding that balance. So it's actually designed to help you.
Yeah, and yours made me giggle because you're humanitarian, you're compassionate, your compatible signs is empathy. You are very empathetic, so like Pisces and Aquarius. But your challenge, where you face difficulties, are signs that prioritize personal ambitions and independence, which is a weird one, but when they listed Aries and Leo, it made me giggle.
Which, again, my mom and my ex-husband, Leo's, my most recent ex that had all this shit was an Aries all the time. And I'm very much also like live and let live. So I don't know. I don't like to be told what to do. Like, but I really love. I don't know that many Pisces, but I love Aquarius.
Yeah.
There's some fucking weirdos. I think they're like the highest. I want to say the sign that has like the most. They believe in a lot of conspiracy theories.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm fascinated by that. I love it.
I love it, too.
Yeah.
I really do. Like, conspiracy theories. I can't talk.
Me either.
I wonder if it's because of the headphones, because I can't fully hear what I'm pronouncing.
I don't know, but I'm struggling also. I'm doing the same thing, so.
I'm sorry. We're drunk.
Sorry.
We're drunk. So,
that's fine.
We made eye contact and she smiled and I smiled and it was a nice moment.
Aww.
Typically when I'm like, I don't know if I was already smiling, but
maybe,
I don't know. But
you're so much nicer than me because I'm thinking about the gym bro that I locked eyes with and was like, cool. And this is us.
The twofer one?
Yeah.
He was intense. He got his foot up too, and I was like,
he kept dropping his weights on the ground, and I could feel it over here. What the hell?
He looks intense. I don't know. I've never seen that man a day in my life.
Me either.
Also, I would like a PSA. Listen, I get when you're trying to shoot your shot, but if you're taking an Uber and you're trying to shoot your shot at 7 o'clock in the morning, bro.
Based off of personal
I
experiences.
haven't eaten. I'm just trying to get to work. Please keep it to yourself.
Mind your motherfucking business.
Also, like, yeah, don't.
As somebody who used to do like Lyft driving too, like that's inappropriate.
So inappropriate, especially after I had just expressed like talking about my boyfriend, because I make a point to do that.
Yeah.
But some people just don't care. And then
It's true.
he asked for my number, and I was like, that's really inappropriate and disrespectful to me and my boyfriend.
Yeah, I'm
Because,
glad you
like,
said something.
boundaries.
I was like, report him.
I know, and I'm like, I don't care.
Like,
This
that's
actually-
too much, yeah.
It happens quite a few times. Like, it's
Yeah.
happened to me quite a few
I
times.
know.
So that's why I'm like,
Whatever, yeah.
I
I stopped taking Uber because of that. I feel like the drivers who are men are way creepier. I've actually never seen a woman Uber driver, and I only use Lyft.
the women ones are so much nicer. I remember one time I was going on a
That's
Tinder
always
date,
true.
and she was so sweet. She was like, if you feel uncomfortable, call me and I will
Aw.
come get you. And she was very much mom. She's picked me up a few times, actually. I've run into her a few times.
Yeah.
And she is just such a good aura to her, and
Mhm.
she's such a good person, and just the sweetest,
Yeah.
like the sweetest. So I appreciate them the most. I get really bad. Ow. Put my elbow on my stand.
Oh.
My stand's heavy. Have you felt the stand?
No.
Just hold on. No, just the stand.
Trade.
Oh my god.
Isn't it, baby? It's so cute.
Isn't mine like heavy?
Yeah.
It's too heavy.
Well, how have you been holding that this whole time?
Nice. But yeah, I don't know. I get weird experiences with Lyft.
Yeah. Well, I'm the opposite and get weird experience. Maybe you'll just get weird no matter where you go.
I know, I was gonna say.
Because you're cute and friendly. Because I don't know. Maybe my aura also just like emanates bitch, because that doesn't happen to me anymore.
Yeah, but in the morning, I'm very much in
Too
business
early.
mode.
Yeah.
And I'm like, car, work, I need to go.
Like, yeah.
I
Do.
Sorry,
And
my
like
boyfriend's
also
grocery
it's
shopping.
too early. Honestly, I would wear these big ass headphones because that will deter people from talking to you. Wear your headphones.
What?
Wear your over the ear headphones in your Uber. Fuck them bitches.
I don't.
Then they won't talk to you at all. Or if they do, you can just pretend like you don't hear them.
Honestly, I should just be like, just start sign languaging to them.
Or speak in Vietnamese or some other
I
made up.
can't do that.
It doesn't. It's some other made up language. Simlish.
I can't even do it now.
No, what was just happening right there? You were like,
No. You see me process things quite a bit today.
Mhm.
I have a lot on my mind, and she just watched my brain go back and forth
yeah,
like a ping pong.
I'm just watching exactly what's happening in her brain.
Yeah, and I was trying to speak it out loud. I'm like, no.
Nope.
As soon as it left my mouth, I'm like, that's not happening. I'm not
But
doing it.
I think that's another thing that I like about us, is that we know where
Yeah.
each other is at. If
Yeah.
like we're pretty in tune when we're
I
in tune.
appreciate it so much.
So we
It's
don't
so
have to
hard.
explain it. I'm just like, you know?
Yes, I do know.
And we usually do know.
We really often don't. Like that one time you had been microdosing and someone had said something really inappropriate, and I was like, how is she not flying off the handle right now? And then I had talked to you and you're like, I'm microdosing. I'm like,
Yeah.
I knew something was off. Something was different. Just
Sam's happy.
Netherlands.
I'm just doing my motherfucking thing. Yeah. Oh, about the weight?
Yeah.
Is that what you were talking about? Ooh,
Yeah. I was pretty not happy about that.
Yeah. And I told somebody else about that, and they were like, what the fuck? That's not okay. Somebody essentially said something about my weight and, like, how I'm on the heavier side or something like that. And I was just like, okay.
I have zero fucks. And then I was like mad because I got called in regards to, or I got talked to about like dress code, and I dress fairly like professional usually. And then like the one day I had explained that I did not have an outfit because of just some things, and then they were like, I know you're fit, but like you can't wear that.
Her like she was wearing like kind of more of a cropped
it was a crop top and then a high-waisted skirt.
Yeah, so like not really that much was showing, but yeah. So,
which I get and I understand. That's why I had expressed, hey, I did not sleep at home last night.
Like, this isn't normal for me, you know, yeah.
I have a cardigan on. Like, I'm sorry. But then...
You can't dress like this.
And someone else was like, how do you stay so fit? I'm like, now I feel weird because you're looking at me. And I'm like,
don't look at my body.
Like, right,
don't perceive me.
Listen here, guys.
Yeah.
It's a weird experience.
Yeah.
Tangent moment, but yeah.
Yeah. My weight has been brought up multiple times, actually.
There?
Uh-huh.
I don't like that. It should not be.
It shouldn't, but I think that that's their own thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Projection, yeah.
I get it.
And I'm like, you know, okay.
Yeah, but that day.
I don't even actually remember exactly what was said. I was just doing my fucking thing that day. I was chilling.
She had been like, have you always been?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, what the? My neck almost broke.
Yeah. Like, have you always been a little heavier or something to that effect? Yeah. And I was like, no.
Yeah. She literally like, no. And then just was.
And like genuinely just like unbothered because
it was impressive.
Again, this isn't on me. Like, no. What I look like, if what I look like bothers gorgeous. You or doesn't, like whatever.
Yeah.
That's not on me.
Yeah. No.
That's on all of your like projections and.
Yeah.
See, I'm doing it too. Projections.
Okay.
Like Sid the Sloth. Yeah. Perfect.
I like the meme.
What?
There's the sloth meme of like or a video. I think it's a dandelion. He's like the last dandelion.
And then the rhinos come and they're like, "Did you just eat the last dandelion?"
But I saw a TikTok of this girl. And she's like, the last dandelion. She eats the dandelion and her face morphs into.
That sounds amazing.
I remember the exact moment. I was in Cabo. I was laying down, scrolling through TikTok, and it came up, and I was dying for a good 30 minutes, and I sent it to everyone I know.
I love TikTok. Yeah. We weren't friends then, because I didn't get it. When did you go to Cabo?
We literally talked about this earlier, too. My boyfriend does this thing.
Okay, also, me and Max are kind of similar.
You guys are, and it freaks me out.
It's
but
funny.
Also so wildly different.
Yeah.
And you're also a combination of my ex, too.
Yikes.
Sam is everyone.
I'm every woman. And Mitty's exes. Whatever.
You did there. I like it. But I'll be telling a story about something that's happened like forever ago, like when I was a small child, and then Max would be like, "Why didn't you tell me?" And I'm like, "What?" Like,
it's our love language to know every single thing about you.
I appreciate it because I'm like, this person really loves me.
Yeah.
Because they want to know, and I'm the same way. I'm just not so intense about it. Instead, I ask the questions. I'm like, what were your dreams when you were a child? Versus you guys are like, why didn't you tell me?
Why didn't I know about this? Why did you not say something earlier? We've been friends for like a year.
And they're genuinely like offended about
My
it.
feelings are hurt.
Is that an astrological sign? Is that a part of your natal?
No, I don't think so. I think that's autism.
Oh yeah, that's a whole different ballgame, man.
A whole different
I didn't even
thing.
think about mental illness to like.
That's not a mental illness.
No, I just.
I'm like, wait.
No, I'm thinking about men. Okay, here's my string. When you said autism, then I was like, oh my gosh, when I'm depressed, it plays things. And then from depression, I was like, mental illness. That's how fast my brain like connects.
I'm glad that you connect our autism with your depression.
Makes no sense.
Not
But
the same.
I'm on the spectrum too.
You are. That's why we all get along so well and understand each other.
Sense. It doesn't make sense up here sometimes, but I'm glad you can understand my.
Yeah, because we're
We're on the spectrum.
neurodiverse. I always get them confused.
Neurodivergent.
Neuro spicy. My brain is on fire.
Ow.
But like ADHD is that, autism's that, OCD is that.
I am OCD about some things.
Do you know why I'm huffing?
Why?
Because one time I was talking about the possibility of me being OCD to one of my former therapists, and she said that I have OC tendencies, but it's not a disorder, so it's OC without the D. She's like, it's not a big enough thing for it to be a disorder, but you definitely have these tendencies. It's like,
Or just
yeah.
OC without the dick.
Dick. That's what I thought of too, yeah.
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 Well, I have tendencies then. I'm definitely not full. I dated somebody who was full, and it was really interesting because, like, I don't know how this happens, but I always end up doing everyone's laundry, which is fine. I don't have a problem.
Because you like to take care of people,
do.
and people will take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true. But he liked his socks folded a certain way, and everything had to be...
Then do it your goddamn self. I'm doing this out of the goodness of my heart, and you're about to tell me it's wrong, bitch?
And I'm very much... I'm so catering.
You are.
I think in all aspects, like even down to like coffee. Like I was super offended when I made our boss a cup of coffee. She's like, it tastes different. I'm like,
I know exactly what you're talking about. Because I saw your reaction, and I was like, what's happening?
I'm so particular about things, and I know I like things exactly the way I like things.
And you remember the way that people like things.
Yes,
so
because
it hurts your feelings if you're doing it the way that they told you to do it.
And I did it the same exact way.
Still don't like it.
Yeah. Like, I'm so, like, I can't do, like, I saw you do 1 scoop of sugar. I can't.
I've never done 1 scoop of sugar. Oh.
No, for hers. Like, you'll do 1 big scoop instead of 2 small
No,
ones.
I do 2 scoops, but there was at one point where she was like, I'm going on a diet and I'm only having 1 scoop of sugar in my coffee now. Do you don't remember that?
No.
You were just still giving her 2? This is how she likes it. No, there was a point in time where, yeah, she was like, only 1 scoop of sugar, but she's back to 2 now, so it's honestly kind of weird that we know that.
And the cup, like down to the cup.
Yeah.
But it throws me off because she likes the really big cups, but then she's been drinking out of that real small one.
She has that one little, and I wonder if it has some...
It has to have sentimental value. It has to.
I think so.
Because she's been using it a lot recently.
Yeah. I mean, it's really cute.
No, it's adorable, but I'm like,
It reminds me of like
this
a
is
little
sip of coffee,
French
yeah.
cafe, little coffee cup. It's so cute.
What's her astrology sign?
She's a Capricorn.
Really? What about Jess? Okay. I know why you're laughing.
She's a Capricorn. He's a Scorpio. Our new employee is a Virgo.
I was just gonna ask that. Okay. Oh, please hold.
Oh, I'm insane. Wow. Cool.
Hi, honey.
Still talking into the mic.
So, yes.
Can he
That's
bring me
okay,
food too?
Yes. We're actually live.
Hi.
Sam says hi. Max says hi.
Hi.
He says, what up, doe? Wait, what did you need? Oh, you just missed me. Oh, I can step out really quick. Give me a second. Actually, give me 2 seconds. We're gonna wrap up.
Yeah.
2 seconds. I'll call you back in 2 seconds.
We've talked about everything we want to talk about. Now we're just kind of rambling, so. you know, it's probably about that time. And I feel like we've been streaming for like 4 hours.
It's been 1 hour and 38 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah. But you guys, thank you so much for letting us go on tangents.
Yeah.
And loving us.
Yeah.
I know it's such a work in progress,
but we love your feedback. Please keep telling us what we can do better and what you love.
Yeah.
Hopefully the sound is better this time with 2 mics, but let us know on that as well. We'll see you.
We'll see you
the
when
next
we
time.
see you.
Yeah. Love you guys. Bye.